Ahem. Captain's log. The Hadfield is currently en route to Andon's Landing after our most recent news that it has been taken. I must admit, I am still quite unsure as to what is going on over there, as information that came from the Admiralty has been drip-fed to us. Nevertheless, we will obey the order given to us, and I'll make a formal inquiry myself when we arrive in the system itself. Stellar cartography and navigations tell me that we should arrive there in 5 days. It gives the crew a bit of time to think and prepare for whatever is over there. End log.
Great. I'd have something a little more definitive for you in regards to Andon's Landing, but currently the Andon's Landing guys haven't finished their arc up yet.
Exactly, we're being drip-fed this information by command.
Yep.
Bloop, bloop.
So I don't even know quite yet.
We're hamsters.
So
Do enjoy a good hamster.
I am actually going to start us off not on the bridge, but in the captain's quarters.
Oh, okay.
Not with Valak though. Valak is not here because this one is Jacoby's quarters, which I don't think
My quarters are better anyway. I might as well sleep in the ready room. Yeah, we're never here.
Yeah.
We are the worst captain and first officer as far as the quarters go.
So, Jacoby, you come into your room after your shift is done.
Okay. I'll have a seat on the couch. I don't know.
Just looking around the room because I don't know where it would be.
It's right right after.
No. I'm talking to myself
Okay.
about something. It's like I'm talking to myself about something that would be in your room. Ah, okay. I think I know where it would be. All right. As you sit down on the couch, looking over, you notice on your terminal over here that looks like there's some in-waiting personal messages.
Oh, yeah, I'll go over to the terminal and I'll check.
I want this to go on the map layer, actually. And I will get rid of the grids. You walk over, and sure, there are a couple of small personal business items, but there's one line item in here that is a name that you probably were not expecting on your terminal.
Picard.
Nope. I'll send it to you.
Kirk.
Janeway.
Oh God.
That would be unexpected. I think they're still lost.
There you go.
Well, we found them,
Oh.
but they're still. We know where they are now.
All right. I'll open the message up.
It actually is. You're maybe possibly expecting a personal letter, but no, this doesn't look like a personal letter. This looks like some kind of this looks. I don't want to say form letter, but it takes you a couple seconds before you realize what this is. Oh, this is your brother plugging his latest Holo novel.
Oh God. Right. What is it?
It looks like he's put out his latest Holo novel. You remember they were always kind of cheesy. They always sort of took place in a rather bog standard setting from Earth literature. Last time you remember, he was sort of playing around in sort of that pulp era of, beating up Nazis and something about what was the word? Adventure archaeologists.
Indiana Jones ripoff. I swear to God.
Something like that. But this time it looks like the work he's put together is called "The Thing at the Edge of Town," which, I don't know, from the review you're reading about it, seems to have something to do with gothic horror.
Computer, download the Holo novel which my brother sent to me onto a datapad. Count the words.
Affirmative. and a pad on the table over here blinks as the computer is uploading the data to it.
All right, I'll walk over to the pad, and does the computer have a word count?
Well, remember, holo novels aren't exactly. It's not like they have words to it. It's not like you read a holo novel.
You experience it?
Yeah, you
Yes.
experience it. You take on the role of one of the characters, and you go through the story.
Lord, I am pretty tired. Computer estimated estimated duration of this holo novel?
Estimated length 4 hours.
4 hours, brother. What have you done this time? Fine.
I mean, you could definitely just pick it up again tomorrow if you wanted. As said, you're not going to arrive at Andon's for a few days.
I will write a message to my brother. Dear brother, I hate you. I will take a look at this when I can and get back to you.
And the message sends with the futuristic Star Trek equivalent of the message sent sound effect.
Computer, make a copy for every member of the senior staff and forward it to their terminals with a priority 1 message. If they have to read it, if I have to read it, they do too. And include a postscriptum, enjoy the slog.
Enjoy the what?
The slog.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yes, that's about it. I will go to bed. Roll20 just kicked me out. What the hell?
That's weird.
That is weird. I'm coming back in. Alright.
So,
Don't forget to take threat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I take 10 because that's what we got.
No, you take 8.
Because
Lieutenant Commander Marora is not with us tonight.
you, Valak, Rugan, Zona, and Joeza, that's 5.
Oh, Rugan's not here. Damn it. Rugan, get in the Roll20 so I can order you about it on the sun.
Rugan?
Rugan is Rugan.
Hello. He's Rugan. Why is that always so funny?
It shouldn't be.
That is still fun.
It is a dumb joke.
It is the dumb joke.
It's a dumb joke.
No ways to die.
Ping in.
I already pinged him.
Yeah.
Ping him some more.
Okay. So I guess the question is, the captain sent out this thing to you. Who's gonna take him up on it, and who's gonna try and avoid it?
We will be having examinations.
Definitely going to take him up on it.
Okay.
He sent us the holo novel, and we have to do it now?
You have to do it. You know, remember how you used to do book reports in the academy? Well, you have to do them again.
Sir, please, no.
Oh God, no.
I beg you.
I want an in-depth analysis. I want every character, and I want them, well, within 5 days.
Okay. I take the pad and I just start walking towards the holo suite.
So,
Or holodeck.
I mean, who are you gonna leave in charge at the bridge?
Ensign Biss.
Boy, okay.
No, he's Lieutenant Biss. He's Lieutenant Biss. Lieutenant Biss has earned it. Lieutenant Biss, you have the bridge.
Hi, Captain. What about... Oh, well, I was gonna ask about Rugan, but he is not.
He's coming with us.
Yep.
He is coming with us.
Valak, what about you? Are you gonna try and avoid the captain?
I will just not respond and just pretend I'm basically do a hey, I've been working, and so unless he calls me.
Yes, Captain Jacoby to Commander Valak.
God damn it.
Go ahead, sir.
Commander, there was a message on your terminal. Did you happen to read it?
I have not been to my terminal in a moment, sir. I've been trying. Actually, have my hands, we'll say, dirty at the moment.
I understand that, Commander, but do you understand what Priority 1 means?
Oh,
Oh,
very
no.
well, sir. I shall get someone else on this.
Good.
Balak's just gonna look at the message and just say, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh my gosh.
It is like you people do not understand what Priority 1 means.
Oh God, he's abusing his command.
Because if I have to suffer through it, you have to as well.
I remember this episode of Star Trek.
Everyone to the Holo Suite. We will have fun.
Oh God.
So apparently we're going to the Holo Suite.
So is Valak going to crack and go?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you all managed to pile in to let me find it. Because I just brought it in today, I think. Yeah.
Can Kiji get a doctor's excuse?
No, because the doctor's
Where's
busy
it
with
here?
some.
The doctor isn't here. Woohoo!
No, you may not, glow stick. If you manage to live through that one, you can live through a 4-hour slog of a knot.
Aren't you guys so happy that I installed a holosuite on the ship?
Oh boy. Oh.
You know, I was. I really was.
Oh, dear.
Now, I need you to leave.
Aren't you guys so happy that I'm the captain and not Valak?
Mhm.
No.
However, I think I will say I think what with everything that's the way that this is going, I think I will keep Rugan on the bridge.
Alright. I can live with that. Rugan, you're in charge of the bridge. You're the captain now.
Aye, sir.
Shit,
he's
who was
back.
that? Who was that? Was that Rugan?
No, Rugan never left.
Oh, there you are, bro. Alright, you got the bridge.
God,
This is the I
3D
want to make
chess.
Sure that, this is the I want to make sure that someone isn't on the holodeck, and you all decided you wanted to go to the holodeck.
I was gonna say we need someone to actually fix the problem and get us out when it happens.
Okay, so here's the interesting thing. As you go into the holodeck and you pull up the program, the first thing it sets to inquire for you is for each person to step forward and pick one of 5 characters.
Alright, I'll go forward and check
hang
what options are.
Give me a moment. I have to write them in. Almost done. Just gotta put in some spaces. Da, da, da.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Dibs on the lawyer. What about the rest of you guys? Actually, no. You know what? I'll take the detective. Yeah, I'll take the detective.
What's going on? Where are the people?
We're picking characters.
I am going to be. Damn. Do I want to be a lawyer or a businessman?
I am the detective. Locke, what about you?
I'll be the reporter.
I
Okay.
have no idea.
Pick something, damn you.
Pick the
Teresa, what
lawyer
about you?
because you're a logical man.
Sure.
No, he has to pick the lawyer because he's emotionless.
Oh,
Yes.
right, yeah. Teresa, what about you?
All right. So what was taking detective and lawyer
Lawyer, yeah.
And reporter.
And reporter.
and reporter?
You got doctor and businessman left.
I'll take the businessman.
Sweet.
It's about time Bajorans have big business.
Uh,
They call me big business.
Let's say, what are you, a Ferengi?
An aspiring Ferengi.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no, Jeffrey! Oh no!
oh yeah.
Oh no, Jeffrey!
Okay, so the moment you hit the confirmation, the holodeck flashes, and you find yourselves in a hang on, let me switch over to this, because this is what we use when I don't have, this is what people use when they don't have anything, any specific set piece in mind.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, this is the theater of the mind screen for everything. The holodeck flashes, and you find yourselves standing out front of a horse-drawn carriage. A man sort of motioning for you all to get in. He says, "Right this way, right this way, right this way. We'll have you to Lamp Hollow before the end of the evening."
What is at Lamp Hollow, good man?
What? You don't know? You're the ones who are taking on the job.
It was more of a surprise job put into our laps, if I dare say so myself.
Ah, yes. I know the employers can be a little persnickety about who they hire for these types of things, but something about a local legend that's stalking the town. I don't put much stock in it myself, but stranger things have happened.
I suppose they have. Alright, good men, let's hop into the wagon, shall we?
Cheerio.
Does Verloc retain his Vulcan emotionlessness?
Yes.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Very well.
and you too, good sirs. And he looks to both you, Jueza, and to Zonin.
I'm gonna hop in the carriage.
Yes, go on now.
Jueza's gonna kind of look it over and say, I don't know if this meets my standards. Kind of, blow on my nails. I'm used to something a little finer, you understand?
Well, this was the best accommodations that our employer could find you.
He will be quite alright with them. Isn't that right, Mr. Skorowitz?
I don't appreciate you talking to me like that.
Yes, but I'm the one with the gun.
Yes, you have the gun. I buy them.
Good. Considering I have the gun, get in before I point it at you.
Please, gentlemen, there's no need for hostilities.
Oh, it's just a bit of a jest between two good friends.
Yes.
Guffaw.
Guffaw.
Hell's going on?
Guffaw.
Oh my god. Give all the
And
words.
TG will get in.
So we're on our way.
And slowly but surely, the carriage starts to make its way down the road as the sun is starting to hang low in the horizon. Fog coating the misty hills of this. It seems to be a rather temperate region.
Okay. What kind of terrain are we looking at? Is it woods, swamps?
Woods, dirt roads. Off in the distance, you see slightly more peaked terrain, but it's not. It would be a stretch to say mountains.
Me being from Earth, can I recognize this terrain?
Sure, if you want. Give me a reason. Reason science difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I did it.
You couldn't tell like the exact location, but you'd peg probably somewhere in the American Northeast.
Yeah, the classic.
Country roads.
What was the year that we think this is?
Well, considering there are dirt roads around us, I wouldn't put it, well, around 1900s, maybe?
That'd be a safe enough guess. I mean, it's a horse-drawn carriage, so
Yeah, they didn't have many cars at that point, you see, so horses
So,
still were the
I
main
could
transport.
perhaps brag about having a Model T.
those weren't
Perhaps.
quite yet.
Is it before or after
Oh.
the Great War?
Oh, so this is even before the Model T, before the internal combustion engine. Wow. Maybe. So no, you may not brag that you have a Model T. We don't know what a Model T is. Now
Model
stick to
T
your
began
role.
production in 1908,
Ah, there you go.
so this would be more 1800s and 1900s.
There you go. Now stick to your roles, goddammit.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
The driver sort of quirks an eyebrow, shrugs, and goes back to driving.
Mind nothing of it.
Mhm.
How long until we're there?
Should be a mere 30 minutes. We were just stopping to take a brief respite at the side of the road. As I said, we should be there. We should be there soon. Not long after nightfall.
Good. Well, hasten, if you will, please.
Yes, sir. And he cracks the whip. As we're gonna hop up to the bridge of the Hatfield. Gotta go through the map a little.
Meanwhile, Romulans decloak.
No. A Borg cube appears out of hyperspace.
As Ragon, you have the bridge. You came in to start your shift, and Lieutenant Biss heeds the bridge to you.
Alright then.
Sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
You okay there? I can't really. If you're saying anything, you're breaking up. Yep. Here we go. There's that. back. You there, Rugon? You lit up for a second.
Here, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Alright, good.
Okay. As Biss leaves the bridge to you, and who would be at the con? That'd be, is that Haskell? Is Haskell con?
Zumo Omari's con.
It's like no. Looks like Emmett Haskell is also con. He'll do. Any top of the ship orders, Lieutenant?
I'm not sure if there is anything I should be doing.
Maybe scan space just for the fun of it.
Yes, get that momentum.
That's a good point. Not yet.
Before we die in a gothic horror novel.
Very good
Oh,
point.
okay.
Before everybody dies in Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, Rugan is going to see, is there anything on sensors? Anything that shouldn't be there?
All right, that will be a reasons insight science. Difficulty 2 assisted by the ship's sensor science, so difficulty 1.
Could you kindly roll that maybe?
Yeah, sure. I'll roll your sheet for you, Rugan.
Fine.
Are you not at home right now, Rugan?
No, I am. It's just
I understood everything of that. So we succeeded by degree of 2, 4. Yeah.
Okay, more momentum gained.
We see everything.
Everything.
Rugan,
See
sensors, actually, you wouldn't have noticed it because it is at the very extremest of extreme ranges, and it's very, very faint. You're picking up a small energy signature, and it seems to be coming this way, vaguely.
because of course it is.
Because why wouldn't it?
Indeed. So let's scan it.
Hmm?
Can I figure out more than just energy signature?
Sure, yeah. You want to spend a moment. You get free questions, don't you?
Yeah, he gets 1 free question.
Question 1. The fuck, bro?
Question one, the fuck, bro. Do you have something a little more specific than that?
Yeah, what am I looking at?
Um, it's kind of hard to tell. It looks like a couple of smaller signatures piled on top of each other to make a remotely detectable one. If these signals were much smaller, you wouldn't have picked it up at all. It looks like it's probably a small propulsion signature laid on top of a small communications signature. And the two of those overlaid are giving you the signal you're seeing now on the sensor screen.
Interesting. What the fuck do we do about this? I think...
Orders, sir?
Oh, sorry, I guess you didn't hear me. First thing is first, shield. I don't think shield's necessary just yet, but... Oh, shit. I got no idea what the fuck to do about this thing. Shit.
If you want, sir, I could go down and get the captain. I understand he's on the holodeck right now, but this may warrant further examination. Might want the captain for this.
Yes, that might be wise.
All right, I'll go get him. And with that, Biss leaves the bridge. As the signature starts to draw a little bit closer. I again leave it up to you what you want to do with this.
Alright, so we've got this thing drifting in. We've scanned it and we can't figure out what the actual fuck it is. We can't see the thing to determine what it is. We have no way of determining what it is. The only thing I know right now for certain is it's not shooting us.
Well, throw a torpedo at it. When in doubt.
No, just try moving away from it. See if it follows you.
Alright, yeah, that's probably for the best, I guess. Try and move away.
Okay, so you're going to order Helm to plot course away from it?
Yes, order Helm to plot a course away.
Okay. Aye, sir. Plotting course. And he turns to plot, and after a few seconds, whoever's at tactical, gonna spend tooth right here, says, object appears to be changing course, sir. It's, in fact, it appears to be gaining speed and is running parallel.
Shield.
Aye, sir. Incoming, we have, it appears to be building up some kind of energy discharge. Don't know how much longer it's going to be stable, sir.
Evasive maneuvers.
Understood, sir. This will be a roll. For them, we're going to need Emmett Haskell to make a daring con. Difficulty.
I don't think I can see Mr. Haskell.
Can you not?
No, that's why I said, like, I never seen Mr. Haskell.
Oh, hang on.
We have our Bajoran on con.
There you go.
Oh, alright, there he is. Alright, what do you want to roll?
Daring con, assisted by the ship's engines con. Difficulty of 2.
Assisted by the ship's engines con. Engines con. And there she is.
And that's momentum.
That is more momentum. We're captain.
Yep. Okay. So this will be a little. This is more of the. This is going to happen anyway, but now it's less damaging sort of deal. As attempting to evade, and blam! The entire ship rocks. Everyone does the Star Trek shimmy.
Hit.
And the screens across the bridge start flickering. And then everything seems to restore to normal.
Did we feel this in the holodeck?
Down on the holodeck, the horse seems to bump over a rock.
No.
Like it's that thing where you're in a horse-drawn carriage and you hit a rather sizable rock. The thing shakes.
Of course. Okay, so we felt nothing.
Well, you felt something, but horse-drawn carriages. What you gonna do, man?
It's part of the
It's
adventure.
a bumpy road they got us on. Apparently, they haven't invented inertial stabilizers yet.
Or, I'm sorry, inertial stabilizers?
Yeah, because then we wouldn't feel it.
Yes, I absolutely agree, Mr. Business. Yes. Inertial stabilizers. That's a good one.
Oh boy.
And Kiji just looks confused.
We're supposed to be in roll.
How far back did you take us?
I'm not sure. This is just some... I don't even know what to call it. My brother sent me this. Look, we have to go through it.
Your brother, sir?
Yeah, yes, my brother. My brother sent me this. We gotta do it. Like, I hate him, but he's my brother.
Oh yeah.
And this is priority one.
Commander Valak, you're on my ship. I give the orders around here. Last time I heard, not you. And until the doctor relieves me, it shall be that way.
Wasn't I just reading about it? It's a crime to inappropriately use priority 1 signals?
Where? Over here? Where did you read that? Over here in the barren wasteland of the 1800s? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, the next time we arrive at town at a post office, you're gonna have to point it out to me.
Of course, sir.
Driver, how far until we reach our destination?
And he points off into the distance and says, "See those lights?" And you see some dim orange lights.
No, I don't see those lights.
Blue or blind?
No, it's not there. There.
Right there.
There. Okay. Right, yeah.
That is Lamp Hollow.
Population?
I mean, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head, but I don't know, around ballpark, probably a couple hundred.
A small little hamlet. It'll be a pleasure to get away from the big city, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know. I just drive wherever I'm paid to, and so I guess you could say that, really, I just live in the space in between.
I suppose so. Words of wisdom I would not have expected from a carriage driver. What about you?
I don't.
Thank you. What's your name again? God.
Matthews.
No, not you. Damn you. Just keep driving. We don't pay you to tell us your name, Mr. Matthews. I was talking to my lawyer friend here, Mr. Clark. Yes, thank you for your wonderful insight, Mr. Clark. Always solus as ever.
I don't, sir.
Get into roll. That is an order, Commander.
Oh dear.
It is a bit difficult, sir. The Vulcans only have so much information, only studied so much information from this time period, and it was not required reading while I was going through the academy.
Yes, well, you should have visited the theater more often.
So after a few more minutes, the carriage pulls up to the town gates, and with a whinny, the horses
The hoisties.
clop
The
to
hoists.
Knee snake!
clops to a stop. Frog looker.
Sir, it seems the propulsion has gone offline.
It would definitely appear that way, Chief. Now it is up to us to figure out why it has gone. Why have you stopped, driver, sir?
Well, we're here.
There's your answer, Chief. Disembark from the vehicle.
Very well.
Yes, sir.
This guy's just giving us weird looks the whole time.
As you guys hop off of the carriage into the semi-solid mud of the ground below. You look around and, well, this place isn't called Lamp Hollow for nothing.
Bunch of lamps.
Yeah, there seems to be at least one on every house.
Right, driver, have you already been paid?
Oh, yes, of course. Oh,
Then you may be on your way.
yes, sir. I'll be returning. I will be returning for you in 2 days' time.
Good.
And he cracks the whip, and the carriage pulls away, disappearing into the darkness after about 20 seconds.
Now, what is this crew about us having to do with some kind of mystery? What is this village even? What the hell? Where's the town hall? Can we see the town hall?
Give me a reason con. Yeah, reason con.
Oh,
Difficulty 2.
Lieutenant Tizonin, do we see the town hall?
Yeah, it's over there.
Go on, roll it for me. Otherwise, your eyes might fall out. You get pink eye.
Difficulty 2.
Dude, it's good. No.
Oh my god, you guys.
That's the thing. Like when you fail on a perception roll, it's like, oh no, you get pink eye. You can't see anything.
Do you? Does Tizona know? Like, is there a big sign that says town hall, or are we just
Absolutely.
gonna guess because there's only
you
one
have to roll
earthly?
the check first.
Roll the reason con check.
But I was
God
just saying,
damn you.
It's just
how,
a
how
big
much
building
does
in
Tizona
the middle
know?
of town.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. I'm just like, how much does Tizona know about Earth architecture from this time period?
I visited a town or two. Back in my day, we didn't have buildings. We had spaceships.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, roll the reason con, damn.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes,
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Who else is the con officer here?
Hold up. Reason.
God damn it, you can't get a simple con roll out of a man nowadays.
I thought
Good,
we were just talking.
good, there you are.
There you go.
Okay.
You see it.
Yes, there appears to be a building that could definitely be taken for some kind of a central meeting hall. Probably about 100 yards from your present location.
Good. Now, crew, I suggest we go over there and announce ourselves, because somebody in there might be able to give us more answers. Sounds like a plan.
Very well, sir.
Good. And, Chief? Try not to talk about warp engines or inertial stabilizers. Just
Of course.
fair word of advice.
Now, what type of impulse were they using?
Horse.
Oh. What is that?
The thing that got us here, the propulsion, as you so called it.
Oh, the animal was actually... I thought that was decorative.
No, that is the propulsion.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe it, but that is the propulsion.
Oh my
That's
god.
kind of cruel to the animal.
That's where the old term horsepower comes from.
Yes, well, that is the yes. Don't talk about they don't have warp engines. Just right. Onto the town hall we go.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I pulled you guys down here when, all in all, I should have kept us on the bridge for that exact reason. We're going to cut over to the bridge. We are now in the next scene.
I know what that means.
Momentum down.
As everyone is sort of pulling themselves to their feet after getting thoroughly battered.
Did a console explode like one of those Star Trek explosions?
Yeah,
No.
what is up with that?
Fortunately,
We're not that bad yet.
because you guys rolled that evasive action.
Oh, okay. You know how consoles in Trek just love to explode.
And the rocks fly out. All right, Jim, what's up?
So, Ragon, yeah. The automatic alarms have gone off. The ship has gone into red alert status automatically.
Good times.
But you're all still standing, and nothing else has happened so far.
Well, I would like a full diagnostic.
Would you like to do that, or would you like to order someone else to do that?
You know how it goes. If you want something done right.
You do it yourself. Okay, give me... well, actually, here's the question. What do you want to what system do you want to do to check on? Well, I guess you're doing a damage report first.
Yes,
Sounds about right.
general the fuck, bro.
Okay. In fact, I think there's a thing for this. I think there's actually a thing for this. I just gotta quickly check because I feel like there actually is a. That's damage control. I don't know if there's a damage report. Oh, damage report. Call out to all decks to receive damage reports from all decks. Insight command assisted by the ship's comms and engineering. Difficulty 1.
Man, we're using the ship's comms? What the?
So, Ragon, Insight command assisted by the ship's comms engineering.
Never
Alright,
seen that roll before. Yeah, Gwen, can you roll that for him?
Sure. Yeah. Your insight command. That's not the worst roll I've ever seen. No focus, though. You generate a momentum.
Of course we do.
Ship.
He already rolled it.
Oh, it's backwards for me. I gotcha.
Yeah. So the next task you do to repair a ship's systems of any kind has the difficulty reduced by 1. For the next task you do, for every momentum you spend, you can either reduce the difficulty of the task by 1, of the next repair task you do by 1, or you can have it apply to multiple rolls. Like you get what I mean? Like this one lower of difficulty will only be on your next repair roll. Whereas for each momentum spent, you can either increase the difficulty drop or increase the number of rolls that get reduced.
Rugon?
Or wait, hang on. May affect one additional task for one momentum or reduce the difficulty of one task. Oh, by an additional one for 2 momentum.
Yes, but do either of those tell me what is going on?
I'll tell you that in a moment. But huh? I just want to get this down because this is going to affect later tasks. It is all.
I'll take the fewer rolls, Rugon. Sounds better.
Yep. So you can affect one additional task for one momentum, repeatable. So just tell me how many tasks you want.
We'll give you 3.
3. Okay, so that means the next 4 repair tasks you do will have a difficulty. The difficulty will be lowered by 1.
Easy.
As calls start to come in from all over the ship, major damage to the to external communications. Internal comms are still functioning, but it looks like the long-range subspace receivers have been thoroughly blasted by whatever this was. Computer core seems to be experiencing trouble of some kind. They're still trying to get a handle on it. Computer core being a very delicate thing that it is. Sensors currently overwhelmed. Small, minor damage to power regulation systems. But no, fortunately, no structural damage, no casualties of any kind.
That's good, at least.
It looks like it sounds like the evasive maneuver caused what would have been a straight-on hit from this blast into sort of a glancing blow, but the energy still dissipated throughout the ship and appears to have caused damage.
Well, it's better than it could have been. So I guess repairs need to be started.
Bisbee nods. He says, "Aye, Lieutenant, I'll start working on that immediately." And
Excellent.
no sooner do you do that than Biss runs onto the bridge. "Lieutenant, we have a problem."
Report.
Shortly after the I don't know what happened, but shortly after we were struck by whatever this was, I got to the holodeck,
He's
and
dead, Jim.
Temzik is dead this time. Wow.
oh, am I dead?
Zowie.
Can you not hear me now?
Oh.
Can you not hear me?
I hope everyone's been having an alright day. So, I've told this to Rugon earlier, but when I was the thing which made my day, little kitten trying to get into the botanical garden. It couldn't over this big fence, and I helped it up, and I petted it, and it purred.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
There we go.
That was wonky.
But yes, I petted a cat. It purred.
Ah, very good.
Very
Um,
good.
what was the last thing you heard me say?
Abyss came up to the bridge.
Lieutenant, we have a problem.
And
Board.
he told you to report you.
I went down to the holodeck, but then we got hit by whatever this was. When I approached the holodeck, I couldn't get through.
Of course. Of course. Alright, so I think step one is figuring out what the hell's going wrong there.
Is all right. Would you like to retain the bridge, sir?
Indeed, for the moment, yes. I think we need to figure out. Right, it's a combination of we need to restore systems. I need to figure out exactly what's going on so we can get everything in.
Understood. I'll start working with the engineering teams. I'll head them up. Uh, without the commander, it'll be a little more difficult, but I should be able to manage. Permission to go meet up with the engineering teams.
Permission granted.
Thank you, sir. He turns around, gets in the turbo lift, and he's gone. Boy, he is taking the turbo lift a lot today. No sooner does he leave than Bisbee turns around in his chair and says, Sir, the object that we were tracking on sensors appears to be powered down and is now listing in space.
Interesting. Full scan.
Yes, sir. This will be a reason science difficulty of 3, assisted by the ship's sensor science, which brings it down to difficulty 2.
Alright, so let's scan this thing and figure out what exactly it is that's beamed itself onto our ship using our communication array and has now taken up residence in the holodeck to fuck with the cap.
I'll roll for you, Ragon. Ragon. Here we go. And this is sensors operation, so you have focus here. Gonna spend any momentum.
Yeah, I'll give him 1.
Alright, so we'll get another momentum on that.
That was the wrong roll. That first die, I think, was a success.
Only the third isn't.
Yeah, the third is not a success because you rolled a 19. I should have. Oh, actually, the difficulty of that was supposed to have gone up by 1 because I'll spend the. I'll let you have it for now because I didn't say it before, but going forward, all sensors checks will have the difficulty increased by 1 because the sensors are currently slightly fracked. So now we need the ship. Sensor science. See if you get a momentum.
Yes. So sorry, ship what?
Sensor science.
Coming up. Sensor science. Boom. Nope.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. So actually, the way I'll put this going forward, and I'll spend the 2 threat to make it work this way instead. So going forward, here's how I'll have Biss say it. Biss, sorry, not Biss says this. Sir, Sensors are very spotty, but I have managed to pick up minor life signs on board. They're not alive though, sir.
Beam to sickbay immediately.
All right, I'll call down to the transporter room, but I have to warn you, sir, the sensors are very spotty, so getting a transporter lock might be quite difficult. If we push the sensors too far, I don't know, they might break down entirely.
If that's the case, it may be wise to send a shuttlecraft.
We could do that. So the way I'm putting this forth is that going forward, all checks utilizing the sensors have a complication range of 2. And on a complication, the sensors will break down.
Fun times.
Aye, sir. I suppose I'll be, who would you like to, the helm officer says, who would you like to take the shuttle over?
That's a very good point. Who do we have that can do that thing?
Zumo should be able to fly a shuttle easily.
Yeah, that works.
All right, I'll send him.
So you call down to the shuttle bay. This is Chief Petty Officer Amari here.
Chief Petty Officer Amari, we have an unidentified vehicle. We are currently the working with the Foundation Craft to ascertain what the actual fact.
All right, I'll take the shuttle out there. According to the readings that I'm getting up from the sensors on the bridge, it's it is a small craft, probably twice the size of a shuttle. So hopefully, if there's some kind of a external airlock, I can hook up to it. But we'll see.
Excellent.
I'll I'll prep a shuttle for departure and keep you informed.
Excellent work.
So, as everybody goes about their repairs, we cut back down to the holodeck, where
Good
you
early
are
on the town hall.
Yep, where you are all approaching the town hall.
Are there lights on inside?
Yep.
All right. I'll knock. You know, with the big brass knocking handle. Don't.
You hear footsteps, and then a rather raspy voice say, "Who's there? Leave us alone."
Oh. Leave you alone. I'm sorry. This is Detective Jamie Redfield, and I'm here with my entourage.
As soon as you say detective, the door swings open. Detective, we've been waiting for you.
So you have indeed, but I am here with my posse of good gentlemen, and we are here to investigate something.
Yes, the vampire.
The vampire, of course. Did you hear that, crew? The vampire.
Sir.
Zoinks!
By the way, Jacoby, the moment he says vampire, just a wave of cringe washes over you. That is exactly the kind of thing that your brother would come up with.
Yes, crew. Did you hear? We have a vampire loose. Yes. Dude, will you invite us in, man? It's cold outside.
Oh yes, please, do come in.
Captain, what's a vampire?
It's like a thing with sharp teeth, and it drinks blood.
Sir, your brother is weird.
Tell me about it. I had to grow up with him.
So it's
I
some
think I
sort
heard of a
of
species that does that.
creature.
A chupacabra.
Well, it's a. We'll get to this later, okay? We're freaking the man out. Let's just go in.
You know what really gets my goat? El Chupacabra.
Nice.
Fuck off. Actually, fuck off. That's why my friend has a dog. It's called Flash. So this girl came up to him and is like, when your dog goes backwards, is it called a flash? Fuck
Smash.
off.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
Fucking hate this. Just get us inside, guys.
It's yeah. Gotta have an NPC say that.
Great. Beautiful. So he leads you in, and it's, well, again, as I said, sure, your brother can be cheesy, but damn if he doesn't know how to create a sense of atmosphere. This place is truly dark and gothic, and, you know, the table dimly lit by the lamps hanging from the walls.
Brother, if this vampire glows, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you with my own hand. Right. Tell us about this vampire, good man.
Well, it's just a local superstition. You see, we had a a German German lord who came in a couple generations ago and took up residence in this town. He was a rather cruel man, and rumors flew about that he was a vampire, and the kids like to tell themselves, oh, if you're not careful, he'll come and get you in the night, and you know how kids are.
I do, but what I'm wondering is why are adults like this? You're scared of him, I presume?
Well,
Otherwise, we wouldn't be sent.
because people have started disappearing.
Oh.
And you couldn't have possibly allotted it to any different sort of cause or anything. It has to be the vampire.
Well,
Sounds like a Cardassian to me.
Cardassian.
It's a thing from the east. Sorry, from the west. You wouldn't get it.
And he just sort of makes a move with his mouth and just nods. Okay, well, if that were all there were to it, that'd be one thing, but recently animals have started showing up dead.
And you couldn't pinpoint this to anything else, like wolves?
The two puncture marks on their necks are very distinctive, sir. We had a we had a Dr. Malloy come in a couple days ago to verify it himself.
And he confirmed the presence of a vampire.
Well, he confirmed that the bite marks were unlike anything he had ever seen.
And the
There's a reason
body's desanguinated?
There's indeed, and there's a reason that doctor immediately packed up bag and left.
Okay.
A man of science packed his bags and left at the mention of a vampire. Christ almighty.
Can you describe the bite marks for us?
Two of them.
Okay.
About
Yes. Yeah.
Write down. This guy is weird.
Oh wait, sir, I remember reading a book about this one time. It was a strange book. I thought that humans were weird, but you know. But this should clear it all up. Sir, did you ever see them walking in the sunlight? Did they sparkle?
no. Bad.
I was hoping you'd go there.
Have you
I'd
been
say it.
going through my book collection again, Chief?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Forget it.
Oh.
But yes, you do suspect the vampire, correct?
Yes, that we do.
Fine. What else can you tell us about this vampire? Like, where does it live? Do you have any idea how old it is? Do you have any idea when it likes to come out and feed? Anything can help.
Well, as far as we know, the appearances only started up about a month ago. It took us that long for anyone to get anyone from the city to take the affair seriously.
I see. And right. What about these disappearances? Who all has disappeared? Anyone noteworthy?
Ah, well, I know one of the uh, one of the father's assistants went missing.
One of the bishop's assistants, right. Do you think perhaps we should start our inquiry there?
Oh, at the uh, at the church? Yes, that it is a decent enough place to start, although an unholy being like a vampire would never be able to enter, even with
Yes, of course.
permission.
Of course.
Wait,
Do tell us any other spots of interest around the town, which perhaps we can split up, conduct each of our own investigation. My friends here, one is a lawyer, one is a reporter, and one is a businessman. They each have their own specialties. Perhaps they can find something that I won't be able to.
I suppose that's entirely possible. Well, hmm, let's see. There is the cemetery on the edge of town. There are, of course, the woods to the east. You, I know the south road out of town is prone to highwaymen sometimes.
I see. And inside the town itself?
Well, most of us lock our doors at night. Uh, we've started taking even further precautions, shuttering up our windows and locking them as well.
Of course, man, but every village has a tavern. Where is the tavern?
Oh, you mean the inn? Yes, just down the road, second building on the right.
And the mayor's house?
You're standing in it.
You the mayor?
I have
Are
my
you the
own.
mayor?
Uh, yes, you're in the town hall. I have my own private chambers downstairs.
Oh.
And here I thought this would have been a perfect place for you to have another house. Never mind. Right, so you are the mayor. Okay, you could have mentioned this earlier, Mr. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Lunman.
Right, right, of course. Um, right, of course. Well, I think we have most of everything we need. I think we'll go and get to work on finding your vampire, mister.
Very
Fear
good.
not, he will be brought to justice if he exists.
I hope that you'll do more than just bring him to justice. I hope you'll bring him to the stake.
Well, that is its own form
stake?
of justice. I'll explain on the way out, gentlemen.
I'll explain.
Thank.
Oh my god. See, I got a thing. Two.
No, not that kind of stake. A stake is a piece of sharp wood.
Oh.
You jam it into a vampire's heart, and the vampire is dead. Put it
Oh, that's
simply.
Well, that would happen to most life forms, sir.
Naturally, of course, but
would
considering vampires are supernatural beings, they wouldn't die as many other human beings would. Say you shot a vampire with a phaser, that would work. Yes, that would absolutely work, I think. But say you shot a vampire with a handgun, that wouldn't work.
So I should go
is-
retrieve my phaser, sir.
Yeah.
What? Let's just see if there is a vampire. My brother is an idiot. There may not even be a vampire.
Then
So-
perhaps we should at least find some stakes.
To the butchers.
Perhaps at
Yeah.
Therefore,
church?
Chief, to find the stake, you will go into the inn with Commander Volok, into the tavern, and you will ask around. Myself and Lieutenant Zonin will go to the south side and see if these highwaymen have heard anything about this vampire.
Very well. We will go into the end. We shall seek out their stakes.
Yes,
I'm
and
hungry.
possibly a drink.
What could possibly go wrong? Yes, well, if we're not here do I have a pocket watch?
For 2 momentum, you do.
Blimey.
Or sorry, 1 momentum. That's unfair of me. 1 momentum.
Is there a clock tower around somewhere? There should be.
No, this is a tiny little village. Most buildings here have thatch roofs.
Okay.
Oh.
If the moon doesn't, when the moon reaches that spot in the sky, we will meet up again here. Understood?
Okay.
Understood.
You know what the moon is, right? It's right up there. Luna, yes.
Now, if I remember right, Earth has 3 moons?
Just the one.
Oh, okay.
See that
Okay,
up there? Just when it reaches that spot, we're gonna meet back.
Very well, sir. We'll look for steak.
And look for the vampire, not just steak.
I will find the largest stake, sir, so that we are well equipped.
And find the vampire as well.
Should we find the vampire?
Yes. If you find the vampire, shout.
I will hit it with my stake.
Exactly. Good. You have your orders. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you are all going to go back off to sort of go in your own separate directions. In the meantime, we will hop back up to the bridge. As Rugan, what task would you like to have people handle first?
That is a good question. Hmm. Again, repairs are always good.
So you're going to start in on the repairs. There are a number of places that you could have people go to start in on their repairs.
I suggest sensors.
Well, that is true. But yes, I think it would be good to start with res-
Okay, so you're going to start working on the sensors. Bring those back to full.
yes.
Okay. That is a control engineering difficulty of 3, brought down to difficulty 2 by the damage report that you had.
Right.
So, are you gonna do that, or are you gonna have an NPC do it?
It is engineering something or other. I'm not quite as good at that as I am on my side.
You could definitely pull in Biss.
Yeah, the best of it.
maintenance specialist do?
I'm not sure.
Someone have the engineering book?
The lock probably has the engineering book.
Or I can run and get it myself.
One
The
sec.
lock, do you have the engineering?
Trying to.
Because I
Trying
don't
to
know.
pull
I
it
feel
up
like
here.
maintenance specialist might be one of those things that actually might come in handy this time.
Is the engineering book science or command? What
It's
is that?
operations.
Operations.
Operations. Fortunately, that's the one I don't have.
And as I said, I don't blame you. It's not that great. Got it, Block?
Trying to find the page here.
Hmm. Does this one have it? I feel like this one might have had it. No.
Maintenance specialist reduces difficulty by 1 for day-to-day repairs.
This
To a
is
minimum
not
of
day-to-day
1.
repairs.
Yep, and halves time repairs require.
Oh, but it does have times. It does half the time needed to do a repair.
Yes.
That is actually of relevance. So, okay, neat. So, as I said, control engineering, difficulty of 2. And in this case, you don't have a focus that applies. Unless you want to give him a focus in in repairs.
Nah, I'm good. We'll save that for some time else. I'll give him a momentum.
Okay. Nice.
Alright.
Sensors are now back at full. You've taken care of that nasty little complication.
Excellent. All right, can I get in? Have we got any reports of what's going on with that other thing we were scanning before?
That other thing you were the object?
Indeed, the thing we were attempting to get in.
I mean, it's like, do you want to know what the object actually is?
Yes, the fuck am I looking at?
Okay. Give me reason con difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's sensors engineering, but I'm going to spend 2 threats to increase the difficulty by 1. As whatever this is, it is not. It is nothing that you have ever seen before. So you are trying to understand an unfamiliar ship design.
Can I use reverse engineering focus?
Yes.
Could you please roll for me?
Yep. Oh. So someone rolls sensors engineering.
Coming up.
You have and you would have had sensor operations focus anyway. So.
Perfect.
I think I had reason con.
We got 1 on the ship.
And you spent a momentum. Is that right? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. I think that did it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it was difficulty 3, right?
I mean, you're the GM. If the difficulty was 3, it was...
Yeah, because I spent 2 threat to bring it back up to 3, didn't
Alright.
I? So yeah, you have. Well, I'll put it this way: you've never seen a ship design like this. It doesn't conform to any known Federation records. But it is a ship. Yeah, at least you know that much.
Alright, so it is a ship.
And at this time, you get a call in from the from Amari. Sir, I am ready to depart.
Excellent.
Actually, would
Best
someone
of
like to
luck.
take control of Amari for the purposes of this scene? Because he's actually going to be doing stuff.
Yes, the Zonin. You're a con officer anyway. Take control of another con officer.
Sounds kinky, sir. Alright, who's it? Amari?
Yes.
Yep.
Zumo Amari.
Where support?
Yep.
Zumo. Okay. What am I rolling?
Well, first you are going to roll me Control Con, difficulty 1, assisted by the Shuttle Williams Engines Con, just to leave the Hadfield Shuttle Bay. At this time, I'll pull you down to the Shuttle Bay so that at least we have a semi-fitting...
2 2s.
Oh my god. Will you people stop?
Can I have some more momentum, please, sir?
Oh
You
my god. That's 3 momentum. And someone roll the Shuttle's Engines Con.
Alright, coming up. Is it the Williams?
Yes.
Engines, con... Nah, nothing.
Okay. You still gain 3 momentum. So, the shuttlecraft Williams slides off into space. And you see this vessel. It's sort of this chunky thing. It's not perfectly geometric. It's not like a Borg cube or anything. But it's got sort of these very flat angles to them. It's not like a Starfleet vessel where it's a lot of curves. This thing has some very defined angles towards the front. It actually looks more bulky towards the front as it sort of has this hexagonal front to it. Whereas the back sort of comes back in sort of a triangular prism.
What?
What are you gonna do?
You're talking to me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Quick recap of what you said because you were cutting out for me.
Oh, I was? Was I cutting out for all of you as well?
No, not me.
Okay. The thing is sort of this bulky, very geometric ship. It's got blue coloration to it. The front of it is big and bulky. This sort of hexagonal uh, 4 section, whereas the rear of the vessel is sort of this triangular prism towards the back. sort of like you can think of it like a triangular pyramid with the tip cut off.
Gotcha. I'm gonna fly around to the front, see if there's an opening.
Okay, give me insight con difficulty of difficulty 2. Assisted by the shuttle's sensors and sensors engineering.
Nothing.
You got a momentum though. Yes,
This
there's
shuttle is crap.
yeah, there does appear to be a docking port of some kind. It'll take some maneuvering to get yourself into a position where the automated airlock can properly engage to it.
Let's maneuver.
Okay. This time I am going to say it is a control con difficulty of 2 assisted by the ship's engines con. However, I am spending a threat to increase the complication range by 1.
I would like to spend a momentum to get an extra dice.
Sure.
Fuck!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So you hit the
Is
ship.
that payback for rolling like double nat ones? That one.
You could use his reactivation to give him a value.
Yes.
Oh, and he also
we
has
will give him.
he also has precision maneuvering. I just realized.
I did have focuses on, because
Yeah, but like,
precision maneuvers did
focus
apply.
wouldn't have helped you, man. You rolled nat 19, so. In any other game, this would have been great.
And an 18.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
We'll give him a value. We'll give him a value.
So, as I turn the shuttle, there's suddenly a warp core breach.
No,
like-
we will give him a value, and that value will be called I don't know. What's a good value to have?
I don't know, man.
Good under pressure.
Turning failure into success.
Yeah, works well under pressure. There you go. We'll add that to it.
I'll allow that value for this situation. So feel free to roll 3 again. And I think precision maneuvering actually helps with this. I think this actually helps with this. I think that lowers the difficulty by 1.
Oh,
Down to difficulty 2.
okay.
So you
Well-
actually gain a momentum out of this.
There we go. There's your roll.
And the ship's engines con.
Coming up.
Wow, that was something.
The ship is crap though. Engines. Got a 1.
Yep. So you got another momentum as the clamp clicks into place.
Crap. What's his name again?
Amari.
Amari to bridge. I have docked. Or Amari to Hadfield. Come in.
Ragon, you there?
Nope.
Yes, we got here, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Hadfield, I have docked and will now begin boarding.
Excellent, excellent. Find out what you can.
Yes, sir. Okay, and then
Here. Stand by for emergency transport room, just in case.
You hear transporter chief over the comms. Yes, sir.
all right, I'm gonna make my way into the ship now.
Okay. Fortunately, you don't have to make any kind of check. This is just an automated airlock, and the airlock to actually get inside does not appear to be locked. So you actually make your way into the ship. It closes, and the airlock door closes behind you. You feel the venting of pressure, atmospheric pressure, to equalize with the inside. And the door into the vessel opens.
Oh, what do I see?
Well, currently you just see a corridor. You're towards the back of the vessel. It looks like there is a long, semi-shallow staircase that leads up into the main part of the ship.
Interesting. Let's go up that staircase.
Mhm. You go up the staircase and you appear to be in a bridge of some sort.
Bridge. So it's a guy.
Yeah, it sort of has this. It looks like this is a single person vessel, though. It looks like.
I'm gonna go to a terminal and see if I can access it.
Sure. Control engineering difficulty 2.
I think we lost our GM again.
Oh, did you not hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Control engineering difficulty 2.
Control engineering difficulty 2.
Nope. This system is beyond you to figure out. It's an alien design. You're not really, and you're a shuttle pilot.
Okay. More to Hadfield. I'm on the what appears to be the bridge of the ship, and I can't seem to access any of the systems.
Hmm.
But I'll first off, I'll explain to you sort of what the bridge is like. It is this long catwalk towards the central terminal that you are standing at. So you're actually in a big sort of open room.
A long hallway with an open room. What?
It's a catwalk.
Oh.
Like the bridge is
That's
sort of this
weird.
catwalk in this big open room. The railing next to you is actually bent to the side.
Hadfield, it seems there's been some damage to the bridge, and overall, this is a pretty unique design. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it before.
Indeed. Are the systems accessible in any way?
I wouldn't know, sir. They appear to be powered down, and smacking it doesn't seem to work.
Does the damage that was caused, does that look from energy or physical, perhaps?
Does it appear physical?
Oh, you want to know if that damage was physical?
Yes.
Insight engineering difficulty of 2.
Here, also put it this way: peek over the edge and let me know.
I am just gonna take that as threat.
Oh boy. Peek over the edge and what?
Are there any corpses down there?
I'm gonna lean over the railing, and what do I see?
You
Popcorn.
see. Oh, that's And we are cutting down to the holodeck.
The one. Whoa.
Hang on. Theater of the mind. Okay, who do we want to start off with in this little town?
The inn.
Okay, who's going to the inn?
That'll be Valak and Jueza.
Yeah, he
so
thought it'd be a good idea
Jueza.
to send us to a tavern.
So Valak, Jueza, it takes a little convincing, but you managed to make your way into this tavern. It was kind of a pain to get the innkeeper to open up for you, but he needed visitors anyway. It's not much good to have a tavern that isn't serving anyone.
Yes, good sir. We need steaks.
Steaks? Why don't you just ask the butcher?
We need large steaks, capable of causing a man's heart to explode.
Well, I mean, that's a little rude. I mean, his steaks have a lot of cholesterol in them, but I don't think they're that dangerous.
Well, it is what we're told is good to take care of vampires.
Oh, that kind of steak. Oh, are you those fellas from the big city that they said were coming down here to take a look into? Oh,
Yes, we are. And he'll pull out, not knowing like money very well, like $50 and put it on there. Is this enough to get this?
oh,
$50 in
I
1800.
was gonna say. Oh God.
Damn,
Oh.
you just like throwing money everywhere.
You got it, sir. And he gives you a salute as if you were a military man. And he walks off into the back and he comes back with a set of 5 wooden stakes.
When do you want your breakfast, sir?
See, it's not so hard getting what we need around here.
Yeah.
Get food steaks
These
too.
And
strange pieces of paper seem to mean something for these people.
And you're welcome to any number of rooms you want here. If you need somewhere to work at, and he looks at the bill that you just put down in front of him, and he sort of flicks it out, and he says, waves it on me, and puts it into his pocket.
Wow, they're very nice here.
Indeed, they are. Well, we do have some time. Why not see what the tavern has?
Yes. Tavern man, do you have any entertainment to keep us busy while we wait?
Unfortunately, no. We don't have a lot of visitors around here right now.
How about a drink?
I can do that.
And how many pieces of paper will this drink cost?
On the house. You've more than paid your keep.
They are very generous, aren't they?
So I googled it, and $50 in the 1800s would be $1,000 today.
Holla holla, get dollar.
Yeah, you basically just paid $1,000 to like the equivalent of a motel.
That's a nice motel.
So yeah, we'll get a drink and wait until it's time to meet up We meet up with the captain.
What is the captain up to? Captain?
Oh, yes, we're going to see the highwaymen. Oh, well, we're going to the South Road.
Okay, you're on your way to the South Road. What was Jueza doing? Not Jueza, Tizonin doing.
He was with me.
Oh, he was with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
just trotting along.
You walk towards the south road out of town. It's where the carriage dropped you off. Uh, how far out are you gonna go?
About a 10-minute stroll outside of city village.
Okay, let me roll a die real quick. Or actually, let me do this. I'll just pull up this. No, not 0. I want 1. I want to roll 1 die. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Dang it. Okay. We'll go back to the village then. A village like this, a small village like this, generally has a witch, or a woman, or a man who pretends to be a witch,
That seems weird,
or
sir.
a seer. We must find someone in this village who believes themselves to be a seer, or a sorcerer, or sorceress. Hmm.
Couldn't we just go to the local police department?
What police department? The only police they've seen here is cavalrymen from the town, probably.
Couldn't we go ask somebody of authority? I mean, besides the mayor? I mean, I have to believe that somebody at least tried to investigate the deaths before us.
I suppose they have, right? Lead the way to the police station then, Lieutenant Tizonin.
Never mind.
Exactly. I'll knock on someone's door.
You don't get an answer.
Yes, hello, this is Detective Redfield. I merely wish to inquire where the police station is. I come from the city.
Leave us alone.
I just want to know where the bloody police station is. I'm not going to force you to open your door. Just tell me where it is. The constabulary.
We don't have any.
See, I told you. Well, thank you. Go back to bed, I suppose. It's not going to stop a vampire, this, you know. Well, now what, Lieutenant Tizonin? It seems we are out of options. How about we try and set a bait? Yes. Yes, that is a grand idea. Lieutenant Tizonin, how would you feel about being bait?
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing, sir?
It'll be grand, right? We'll get Commander Valok and the chief to get a couple of big logs, and we're gonna tie you. And we'll see if the vampire will take the bait. If there truly is a vampire, we'll catch him, and then I can expose my brother for being the thunderhead that he normally is.
Oh boy.
And if he does show up, well, then we neutralize. Simple, isn't it?
I mean,
Yes. Well, let's go to the inn.
This is a great idea. I mean, the lawyer and the vampire. One is a heartless bloodsucker. The other's a vampire.
Let's go to the inn. I'm sure we'll find Commander Valak and the chief. They might have made some progress.
Yes, progress.
Okay.
So you go back to the. By the way, we are in a new scene, so drop a
I
moment.
know what that means.
So you meet up with Valak and Jueza at the bar, and they appear to have been drinking.
And I will. Well, okay.
I mean,
Screw it. It happens.
because it's holodeck.
Yeah, screw it. It happens. But I will tell them about the plan. So, guys, we will set a bait for the vampire. Lieutenant Zoran here has graciously volunteered to be the bait.
Is this the
But,
best option? Sir,
Sir, I see a problem in your plan.
Yes?
Well, you see, I borrowed another one of your books from
Yes.
your library. And in that one, it was always a virgin girl who was always getting tied to the post.
I see, and Lieutenant Zoran here is not a virgin girl. Well,
At least
we'll have
not
to
a
do.
girl.
It'll have to do. Maybe this vampire is very hungry. But I don't know if you went through some of my other books, but there are some other books where a gang of these 4 people and a dog always set traps for the monster, and they work all the time. Trust me, it'll
Oh
work.
no.
Now, barkeep, get me a bit of rope.
Sir, we could probably just find a female around here. You'd be amazed at what they're willing to do for these pieces of paper.
Whoa. Yes, but Lieutenant Zonin here already volunteered, so. Do you need pieces of paper, Lieutenant Zonin?
I would love some paper, sir.
Well, go on, give it to him.
Okay. He kind of reaches in. He's got this whole wad of it here, just rolled up. I don't know. Maybe he uses it to start fires.
That
Hmm.
doesn't seem right.
Yes. Very strange.
Yes, barkeep, how about that bit of rope?
Yes, of
and
course,
another
sir.
glass.
No, my friend here has had enough, thank you. We're going outside to tie the bait up, Commander.
Again, sir, this plan is odd, but yes,
Okay.
Well,
we
So,
did require stakes.
so where are you going to set up this trap?
Town Square.
Town square?
Town Square.
Okay.
We're gonna tie him to like a telegram pole or something.
They don't have those. But
What is the best thing that we can tie him up to?
there's a flagpole.
We'll tie him up to a flagpole.
So what?
And
We're
what do
gonna
you
pay
think-
allegiance to the flag.
Oh gosh, sir.
What kind of trap are y'all setting up?
Well, the trap is that. Oh, I have an idea. Do I have a revolver? Because considering I'm the detective.
I will say for 2 momentum you can. And a threat.
Sure. 2 momentum and the threat. I'll have a revolver. Good. We will set it up like this. Commander Lock, take this rope and rig it so that. Nah, that won't work. Yeah, damn. Right. We'll get some more rope, and we'll spring a trap. When he steps into the designated location, the vampire that is, the rope will drop on top of him. Simple, isn't it? Just poof, onto him.
I don't think that'll work, sir.
It always works.
No.
It always works in those comics I'm reading.
Oh my gosh.
You said comics this time, sir.
No, I said books. You're hearing it wrong. Go to Dr. Maselli after this. We'll have your checkup. Right. Computer Arch.
No arch appears.
Computer respond.
Nothing happens.
Oh boy.
Gentlemen, are we stuck in here?
Sir, have you studied the adventures of the Enterprise D at all?
I can't say that I have, but do remind me what happens in these adventures.
Their holodeck broke down a lot.
Commander Volok, did you worked on this holodeck? What are the chances of it breaking down?
Oh, it should function admirably, sir, as long as there's no outside interference.
Computer, has there been outside interference?
You don't get a reply.
Do we have our comm badges on?
No, because I presume you guys all did the holodeck. I will, if not, I will spend 2 threat to say that you all did the holodeck thing where you all came in outfit.
Oh dear. Yes,
Um,
and it would appear that for the moment we are stuck in here. Hence, more the reason to catch this vampire, because I'm assuming if we catch the vampire, the simulation ends and we can get out of here.
Oh,
Would that be
hold on.
correct, Commander Volok?
Well, given the interference, I could not say, sir.
No,
What
Volok,
interference? We don't know what happened.
Volok, if I remember correctly, there should at least be like some sort of access panel we can find if we like take a picture off a wall or something. Like, there's got to at least be that backup.
Is there,
Right?
Commander?
We have none of our tools, sir. We'll have to attempt such work with whatever we can find here.
Okay, but how about that trap? Do we want to try that, or...?
You know what? I'm gonna stand up, go up to the bartender, and say, "Hit me."
Hit you,
Just punch
sir?
me right here. Come on, right in the face.
No, good man. That is not necessary. I will do that for you, and I will...
No, damn it! I'm trying to see if the safety is on, Captain.
I will smack him regardless.
That won't prove anything.
I would like you.
You can
I would
still,
like you two to
feel a
do
slap.
the daring security opposed.
My focus of Mokbara finally applied.
Yep.
Finally. Oh no! Oh, I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20. The duality of man.
I win.
Come on.
To zone and roll damage.
Oh my gosh.
And
What was
because
the,
because there's that complication, I will take 2 threat.
Oh god, just make him do. Oh god.
Oh, Christ.
God. Oh my
Kick at the
god.
captain's ass.
So you go in for a strike, Captain, to zone in wheels. Like, it's more of an instinctual thing because he saw someone coming at him out of the corner of his eye. He wheels around, grabs you by the head, and just sort of pins you to the table. Pins you to the bar.
I will have you court-martialed if you do not let me go.
I'm gonna keep holding the captain down, and then talk to the bartender again. Come on, slap me. Just hit me or something. I'll give you $20.
All right. And he's gonna go and punch you. I assume you're not gonna resist.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just roll some. Let me roll 3 challenge dice. Yeah,
Unhand me, you vile fiend. Fucking Barclay.
you take 3 stress, but that was definitely a real punch.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna end up dropping the captain as soon as I'm hit.
Oh god. Idiot.
Was that good enough? He just
Yeah,
sort of looks
yeah.
around, really confused.
I just give him $20.
Yes, thank you.
Okay then. And he goes back to washing out a flagon.
Well, sir, I guess we will set up a trap to catch the vampire.
Of course. Right. Take that bit of rope. We'll just tie Lieutenant Tizona into a pole.
Ah, damn it.
Right. Off we go then, to the town square.
Okay, and you do.
Tie him to the pole.
And so you're
This
also
is
going
my
to set up a
punch.
trap as well.
Attempt to, apparently.
Okay.
I will instruct Commander Vlok to do.
Okay. This will be a simple extended task. Control engineering. Difficulty of. I'm going to say difficulty of 4. But the work track is going to be very simple. It is work track 10, magnitude 2. Resistance of 2.
So I will give you a threat and take 2 momentum, so we have extra die.
Sure. How much threat am I taking?
You're taking 1 threat, and then we're using 2 momentum.
1 threat.
All right.
Nice. Yeah, that works. Does someone want to assist?
Uh,
I believe the captain was.
Okay.
who's got the best engineering? No, my engineering is trash, man.
I can assist.
He will assist.
I was
Very
gonna
well.
say, Tizonin can't assist because he's the one you're tying to the flagpole.
Yeah.
That's what you get for manhandling me.
Nice.
Nice, you gain a momentum.
We gain a momentum back.
Roll your 5 challenge dice. Or 7 challenge dice.
I was gonna say I have 7.
That's
Wow. That's kind of wow.
That's 6. I forget. Do you have Miracle Worker?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you just need 1 more work done.
I
So
also
momentum
have-
to
I also have the in the
Penetration.
nick of time.
What does that do?
I gain I'm sorry. When I use science or engineering task as part of an extended task, I also gain a work for the effects roll.
Oh, okay. So you have completed the extended task then.
Yes, I have.
As working deftly and quickly, you set up this trap, and it should work fine for catching. The idea is that this guy's legs will get all tangled up in the rope when he approaches. Like the ropes will swing up, catch him by the legs. They'll get tangled up in his legs and ensnare him. Pull him up and ensnare him.
So the exact trap that didn't work in Van Helsing.
Well,
Shush, if it works for the Scooby-Doo gang, it'll work for us. Like
This-
Zoinks, dude.
this would be able to hold salats. I do not know if they are comparable in strength to vampire.
Captain, did you just put my life in the hands of the Scooby-Doo gang?
Yes.
No, Captain, no.
Captain, no, he's already tied up. So you guys gonna
Is there
leave?
a problem with the Scooby gang?
God. So I assume you guys are gonna hide?
Yes, we will hide. A revolver at the ready.
perhaps we should gag him, sir, so that he doesn't.
Good idea. Excellent idea. We will gag Zone.
Oh no!
I'm gonna bite the hand that tries to gag me.
This is a shit post.
That's our name. Shit posting's our game.
And what is the difficulty of gagging somebody in Star Trek?
Is Zone gonna try and resist?
No,
Yes.
he will not. I will spend the 2 momentum that we have to say that he doesn't resist.
Gosh
And I-
dang it.
What he can bite somebody, that's it.
I will spend 2 threat to say he doesn't.
There you go.
Oh boy.
He
Keep it-
doesn't resist. He's gagged.
Yeah,
Gagged.
Zone and they gag you up.
Okay.
And we will go. And we will go hide. And we will go hide.
Okay. Damn it. Let me just
Is
think.
there like a tree nearby that's pretty high or anything?
Yes, sure.
Jueza will go to the tree. He wants to climb up to get a good vantage point.
Nice. Okay, give me a fitness security difficulty 2 check.
Can
Well,
I use
every one of us
athletics?
Every one of us that goes hiding, or just him?
I'm gonna spend a threat to increase the complication range, however.
Okay. Did you say I can use athletics?
Yes, sure, absolutely.
Take a momentum as well.
Climb that tree.
Nice, you gain 2 momentum. Yeah, you managed to make your way to the top of this pine tree, and give me insight security difficulty of insight security difficulty of let me think 3.
I will use 1 momentum and give you 2 threat for 4 dice.
Sure.
And can I use survival as a? Nah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
All right. Complications 1 or 2?
Complication range.
Have a momentum as well.
He
All right.
He did, because he took a momentum and gave me 2 threat.
All right.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Jueza, you now see it because of where you are. Off at the edge of the forest, a ways from the town, because it's one of those things that there's a clearing. There's sort of the cemetery, a bit of a clearing beyond it, and then there's some to the clearing to the north of it. There's the forest. There's someone lying in the middle of that field.
Does it appear to be like a full-grown man, woman?
I'll let you spend a momentum to get some more information.
Sure.
It
There you go.
appears to be a man, but again, I'll tell you, at this distance, it's hard to make out any features.
Okay. So I will yell down. Well, not yell down, but kind of a directed whisper. Sir, appears to be a man laying out in the field, a little ways down. Perhaps we should check it out.
Do you think he'll take the bait?
Well, they might have already struck, sir. In which
Damn
case, they might not come for a while.
Damn it. Get down and untie Lieutenant Azonin. Commander Vlach, let's go to the field.
Well, let's find out if this is related. It might be that our trap is still fine.
Commander Vlach, stay here and look after Lieutenant Azonin. Make sure he doesn't get...
Very well.
I'm gonna go to the field.
I'll stay up here and watch.
Kinky.
Shush, you're gagged.
So you make your way out to the field,
Jimmy.
sprinting rapidly across the cemetery towards the clearing on the other side. And as you approach from the cemetery over the gravestones, you actually now see the figure of the man a little clearer again. Jueza, you were able to see him because you were up on top of that tree, but until you got towards the edge of the cemetery, you hadn't been able to see him at all. But now you can see him a little more clearly in the misty night. The lanterns clattering at your sides.
Joasa's staying in a tree.
Oh, he's staying in the tree. Who's going
He's
then?
staying in Overwatch position,
okay.
basically.
Okay. Who's going to check on the guy?
The
I'm
captain.
going.
Oh, just you, Captain? Okay. As you approach, there appears to be a man laying face down on the ground. He appears to be wearing a long, flowing cloak.
While he's checking this out, I'm scanning the area, looking for any movement heading for either us or the captain.
Is he dead?
Hang on, one thing at a time. Well, I'll start with the captain, actually. Insight medicine, difficulty of 1.
God. Inside medicine. Oh god. I'm gonna give myself this momentum so I don't screw this up. Hazard awareness focus, will it work?
No. You get the
Oh, I
momentum.
generated a moment.
Oh yeah, that there is definitely some blood, but something off about it. It's hard to tell because of the way that the lantern light is playing off of the pooling blood around him, but he's definitely dead. But you can't see, you can't make out any facial features currently because he's laying face down.
Captain gets.
Oh. Live happily ever after, except when you get exposed to the corona of a sun and then you're absolutely fucked.
As for Jueza, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you
oh,
say
yeah.
anything to me except, he's dead?
Yeah, I said you can't make out much in the way of features because he's lying face down. All that you can tell.
Okay.
Now for Jueza, give me a insight security opposed.
Okay.
Give me a second. I have to pull something
will.
up, actually.
Use the 1 momentum.
Yeah.
And give you an additional 2 threat again for 4 dice.
Which I will be spending.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second to. I have to pull something up. I want to make sure I've got my stats right. Yes, I want the full set.
The vampire must be very sneaky.
Let me just. Where is it? Here's the PDF I want. What'd you roll?
4.
Okay. I was gonna spend 3 threat to also roll 4. So give me a second to.
Okay.
It's one of those. Give me a second to make sure I've got the right stats, sort of thing.
Yep.
I want this damn PDF to load. Is what I want. This will be a control security check on the character's part. If the PDF would kindly load, I would.
Holy shit, did you just roll 4 once? Dude, nice.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he rolled 4 once.
Oh, 4 successes. I thought you meant he rolled 4.
No, 4
natural
nat ones.
rolls.
No. The statistical probabilities of that are way too.
Well,
I've done it.
I mean, technically
Don't you
possible.
remember that episode?
Oh, yeah, didn't that actually happen to someone in the fleet once?
I think
Yeah,
I recall something like that.
I'm pretty sure it was Joyza.
It was stupid. 8 successes. I'm trying to remember what, like, there is a record for most successes in the fleet, and it's like 11 or something. It's something insane like that. I would, it is almost, I think it's almost loaded.
I believe mine was actually failures of nat 20s in a row.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was. Yeah, I remember someone rolled like 4 nat 20s. Come on, I just saw it.
Yes, I was absolutely convinced I was going to die that day.
Oh yeah. No, I love it when that type of stuff happens with me where I'm like, oh man, I really want you to keep on living, but god damn, you just rolled the worst.
He's dead, Jim. If somebody dies, you could always just say this episode isn't canon.
I don't think it will be that bad. I don't think it'll be that bad. Man, this is... I love it when PDFs take their sweet time loading. In retrospect, I should have had this... I should have pulled this up way earlier. Because I knew this was coming. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Okay. PDF. Just gonna quickly... This will be control security, I think I said.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So it'll be 11. Ugh. Really? Yes.
The Mandalorian.
Okay, I know what I have to roll. I am probably gonna not beat you on this. Oh, except I might actually beat you on this.
Well,
I
Snikes.
think I tie with you, and I
think
will
you
spend 2 momentum, 2 threat to see to it that you miss this.
Ah.
So
Well, at least I made him burn pretty much all his threat.
So, Captain, what are you doing? Because Jueza has.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip this body right side up.
Okay. You flip the body over, and, well, it's one of those things where it is exactly what you were expecting it was going to be, but at the same time, it's not what you thought it was going to be. This figure in this cloak has very sharp, pointy teeth. However, it looks like it looks like this figure has been thoroughly mauled. Chest just has these gigantic gash marks in it, and now that you're looking closer, that blood isn't red. That blood is like a purplish color, and the face of this thing, it doesn't look, it doesn't look like it's human, but it doesn't look like your classic vampire either. It's got these weird protrusions coming out of its cheeks, these weird modeling colors, and a few, and it has these sort of forehead holes, not ridges, but holes. And it has these wide empty eyes that are just looking up lifelessly to the sky above it, just like they're looking up at just like they are looking up at Chief Amari as he looks down at this figure on the lower floor of the bridge of the little ship he's on. Its chest torn open. Lying next to it is this large creature that also appears to be non-mobile, but you see slight faint colorings of the purplish blood on its fur, but it's not moving. It looks like it might actually be dead as well. As Jueza, as you turn quickly to look towards where the captain is in the field, because you kind of have to divide your attention, a loud roar pierces the night.
Can I tell what direction the roar is coming from?
That's coming from the, that is indeed coming from the center of town.
I will turn to try and look for the source of said roar.
Oh, that's a big creature.
And where is it exactly?
It is making a beeline for the center of town where Tizonin is currently tied up.
Oh boy.
God. No.
What
This
is
the second
this?
time
What
he's
does this
been
creature
tied
look
up
like?
this week. Oh, he cannot catch a break.
You have the high ground.
It's over.
It's over, alien beast. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power.
Roar!
I hate you. Okay. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Big scary monster's gonna eat me. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to wait for it
Granted,
to
did
fall
you
into our
say-
trap.
No.
Brennan, did you say that we can both see it or just me right now?
You can both see it.
Okay. So yeah, I'll pretty much yell down, "Get him off that post!" as I try to dash down from the tree to assist.
Let's
Oh boy.
see. Let's see how this thing does in terms of not getting tangled up in that post. It's going to make a fitness security roll. Let me see. It's
Nat 20s.
ha ha ha. I
Roll a
wanted.
d12.
What did I say?
Had to help him. No. Shh.
Shh. It
What are you
is
shushing?
I just saw it. Not omnivore. It's a
Carnivore.
yes. It's a carnivore.
Oh, it's gonna eat my booty.
It's one of those I just need to know for the stats. I'm using. They're really neat. It's got these neat the Menagerie collection. It's this set of interchangeable cards that you can
Oh.
use to build alien creatures. It's really neat.
That's nice.
I'll show it to you guys later. It's really cool. So it's gonna make fitness security. So that's 3 plus. Oh, I just saw it. 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, it actually has a really good fitness security. Gonna roll. I'm gonna spend my last threat. Roll 3 dice.
It was nice knowing you, Tizona.
It was an honor, sir.
That does make the difficulty 3 check that trap. So it quickly bounds through the ropes like they weren't even there.
Well,
You designed this thing to take out a scrawny, pale guy with 2 legs and a skin disorder. You were not banking on this.
well, let's get him off the pole.
Okay. First off, you're gonna have to make me a fitness security difficulty 1 check to get to him quick.
It's gonna go great.
Oh, it's golden.
Take a threat.
Happily. Okay, gain 2 momentum. And that was just to get to him. Now you have to make a control security or engineering. If you do security, it's difficulty 2. Or I'm sorry, if it's security, it's difficulty 1. If it is engineering, it's difficulty 2. Because you could either try to just brute force the ropes, or you could try to untie the ropes.
We're gonna do engineering.
Actually, I'd say daring. Either daring security or daring engineering.
Okay. And I'll use one of the momentum we just got.
Nice. You succeed. As Tizonin, the ropes come loose and you sort of slide off the pole.
Whee!
But now it's the thing's
Here's
turn.
a steak.
Now it's the thing's turn. it is going to make a claw attack on the Zonin.
Boy.
Daring security roll time.
They're in security.
And I'm going to spend one for a third die. But that is my last threat. Oh! That's ugly. But it's enough. And I think I even generate a threat off of that.
Oh boy.
Because it's what did I call them? It's yeah, okay. It's daring, so that's 12. That is 2 successes. It does generate a threat. And I will roll. I will roll its claw attack.
We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, because you guys left me.
I'm right next to you now.
it's gonna have. Fortunately, it doesn't have vicious. Did that go through? Come on. I have to take that first one, which is 5. You guys can hear me, right? Hello? Uh-oh. I think it is happening where just my everything is dead. Hang on, let me drop. Then reload. Come on. My internet is the worst sometimes. It is just... Hang on. Uh-huh. There we can you guys hear me now? Huh. Let me try reloading Discord. Let me quit Discord and restart it. Okay, then I have to restart Discord, which is the worst. Okay. Here we go.
There he is.
Oh my god, that was the worst. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleared
that-
too.
Huh? What? And what to?
Clearer.
Oh, great. That was wonky. So yeah, I'm taking that first one. That's 5 stress. That's enough for a knockout, unless you want to give me 2 threat to stay in it.
Or a
What? Please no, not again. Can you guys not hear me again? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
So we're
Okay,
giving you threat.
you're gonna give me threat. Great.
begrudgingly.
Okay.
And then is it Kiji's turn?
But I mean, you still do take the stress though.
Yep.
So it's either Kiji or no, Valak already went. Either Kiji or Tizonin.
For what? What?
Either that or Tizonin can go.
Who's going to stab the thing?
Kiji. All right, so Kiji is going to go for a high flying maneuver where he jumps out of the tree if he can with his stake out and try to plunge it into its back.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a 2-part thing.
Because what could go wrong?
Yeah. A lot. So first off, give me a fitness security difficulty of 3 roll. I'm going to spend a threat to increase the
did he die
complication
again?
range by
Oh
1.
boy. You know what sucks is I'm having fun with this. And so I don't want him to die.
But you will die when this beast eats you.
Did you roll? Hello?
What am I rolling?
I said fitness security.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you went dead.
Oh. Fitness security difficulty of 3, complication range 2.
Ouch.
And this is just to
Can
make the
I
jump.
use? Okay. Can I use athletics?
Yes. For this task, sure.
All right. What did you say the difficulty is going to be?
Difficulty is going to be 3, complication range 2.
Of course, we don't have any momentum. So I will give you 3 threat for 2 dice.
Sure. 3 threat? Nice. I'll take that.
Oh no.
I should roll one more die because I gave him
Oh, yeah.
for 2 dice.
Come on.
Dun-dun. No, Batman.
So put that to 1.
No, the Batman is lying dead in the field.
Oh crap.
That is exactly what I wanted. Unless you
So
want to
you
spend
fall
it.
on your.
Do you have a determination you want to spend? I will let Freedom Fighter be a value if you want to spend it here.
On the bright side, it looks like Grennan's internet went out, so we'll never know.
Oh, okay. Here I am again.
Oh, damn.
And failure.
So, as I said, if you want, you could spend a determination.
I will spend a determination brimming with confidence.
Sure, because this is a pretty
Ballsy.
ballsy move you're doing.
All right, so is this
You
to
reroll
reroll?
2.
2 dice?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Why did my sheet go there? All right. 2 dice. Still complication 2?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, that's the 3 successes you needed.
Hey.
So yes, you managed to land on this thing's back. It's this big furry beast with a long pointed snout.
Okay. And do I drive the stake into its back with?
That's a second check all on its own.
Okay.
You have to make a daring security opposed
Okay.
to actually stab her.
Okay. I will give you another 3 threat for the 2 dice.
Which will then be spent on which this thing will also spend on the roll.
Okay. Is this complication still 2?
Nope. I will spend a threat to increase the complication to keep the complication range where I had it.
Okay. And can I use hand-to-hand combat as
Sure.
a focus? Okay.
Oof.
Wow.
That's yikes. That's a yikes for me. I think that's only one. That might
He's
just
an
be
angry businessman.
angry businessman. Oh dear. It's daring. Oh no, that's not enough. Oh no. It's got 1 success against your 5, so you gain 4 momentum. Roll your stake. It has vicious 1. It basically it's like a bladed weapon. So I think
How
that's
many
2
dice is
challenge dice with vicious 1.
Okay, so 2 plus my security.
Yep.
All right, so 7.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, that's 2,
So yeah.
4, 6, 8, 10. I'm gonna spend 2 threat to keep it up. But ow, you shanked it in the neck. That's painful. And it's gonna try and shake you off.
Shake it off.
Give me
Shake it off.
another daring security opposed check. I'm gonna spend a threat.
Okay.
And you still have you have 4 momentum.
4 momentum.
Yeah.
Okay. I will
Oh God.
use one of them to get a 3rd die. Can I use athletics for focus?
Yes, you. No, because yeah, I guess so. I'll allow it in this case because it's specifically trying to shake you off.
Okay.
Hey.
And complication range 1 or 2?
Complication range 1.
Okay.
And you get 2 momentum out of that. In fact, with the complication, roll the stake damage again.
Shake him again.
I can't do anything about that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this, with a whale, you drag the stake across it, across, the back of its neck, and the thing collapses to the ground.
Simulation over. Simulation over.
Well, this is an interesting program so far, as I kind of sit on its back.
As the doors to the holodecks
Yes.
open.
Oh, thank God. Finally.
So, what? That was the vampire then? I thought it was supposed to look like a regular human.
Well, not all. It's a long, complicated story that my brother could tell you more about if you email him.
What?
Email?
Emails?
I am sorry, message him.
Subspace message.
There's emails in this century.
Space message.
Space message.
But,
No, 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 no. I do not want a thing to pop up for me. Thank you very much. Where was I? So yeah, guys, door to the holodeck's open. Tizonen's looking pretty roughed up. Oh, can you guys not hear me again? Yep, that sounds about right. Yep, okay. Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yep.
Jesus,
Yes.
okay.
Computer
Yeah.
damage report.
Minor damage across multiple decks. Damage report teams are currently performing repairs.
Well,
Cool.
that's good. What damaged this computer?
There has been minor damage to the ship's computers, along with minor yet currently under control damage to ship's sensors and external communications.
But
So
what damaged us? What? What entity damaged this computer?
Energy field of unknown origin.
Great. Just what I need. Alright, everyone to the bridge, action stations.
Meanwhile,
Off we go.
we go off up to the bridge. Give me a second to pull us. So yeah, you guys. So yeah, as you guys leave, the holodeck shuts down, and you guys are in sort of the regular room of the holodeck. And then I'll pull you guys up to the bridge. Not the view screen, the bridge. And I'll pull all of your tokens in. If I can, hang on. Jueza, Falak, and Tizonin. We're gone. The turbolift doors open, and pretty much the rest of the senior staff pours out onto the bridge.
Dressed in very specific clothing.
Yes, dressed in what you can only imagine to be period Earth clothing.
Right.
Welcome back, Captain.
Report, damn it. What happened?
We were fired upon in some fashion by an unknown vessel. As it stands, it appears to have damaged the communications and the computer core.
Well, that's splendid. Commander Valak, estimated time on repairs?
Give me a reason engineering difficulty of 2 check. As you make your way over to the ops terminal to or actually the engineering terminal against the back wall here.
Would computers focus work?
No. Tizone, I assume you're going to take your place at your terminal?
Yep.
I
Okay.
might cut out for a minute there while I was getting laundry. Did I miss something?
Nothing super important.
We're on the
okay.
bridge,
yeah.
and damage report. I got it.
So yeah, full repairs should take a few hours. You won't be waylaid for more than a day.
Oh, good.
Sir, it seems we'll be a day late.
Well, under the circumstances, I presume that's the best we can do.
Oh yeah, and
Keep me
Jacoby,
apprised.
there is this vessel on the screen. Like this weird blocky vessel is on the view screen.
Right. Chief, what the hell is that?
I've never seen anything like it, sir. I don't think the computer's ever seen anything like it either.
Lock a tractor beam on it.
Okay. Joyza, give me control security assisted by the ship's structure security, difficulty of 1. As you go over to the tactical station.
Okay, I'll use momentum for an extra die.
Go for it.
Ship rolled a 1.
Great. You gain 3 momentum.
We're capped out.
Awesome. As a tractor beam is now locked onto the vessel.
Good.
At that moment, the comms chirp. This is Amari here. I'm taking over Amari now that Tizonen's back on the bridge and in the scene.
Awesome.
This is Amari here.
Go ahead.
I found something really crazy over here.
Do go on.
2 dead aliens. One's rather thin, lanky, rather large gashes across its chest, and, well, I think I know what killed it. There's another alien here, also dead. Looks like big giant beast. That's the only way I can put it. It's a monster, sir.
Any sorts of messages or records there?
Nothing that I can find, but again, this really isn't my area of expertise, you know?
Record everything you can, and then go back to the ship. This is none of our business.
Understood. So, what is your plan from here?
We'll wait for Zumo Amari to finish photographing everything, to get back on the ship,
Yep.
and then we can drift off.
Okay.
Sir, are you sure about?
It's
We
clearly
are
some sort of
still
burial
Mars.
chamber. Do where you come from, Commander Vlog, do they disturb burial chambers?
According to Amari's report, it looked like this creature attacked the other alien.
Attacked? Did it?
He said it had gashes through it from the large beast.
Right, very well. Mr. Omar, record everything as well as conduct a detailed forensic investigation. Due to the influence of my first officer, we will now
Sir,
focus our
this
attention on this.
really isn't my area of expertise.
Exactly, so hold down the fort until Chief Joeza comes with a security team over there.
Understood, sir.
Good. Commander Valak, while that's going on over there, keep me apprised of any repairs. Chief Joeza, go over there and find out what you can.
Yes, sir. Would you like me to beam over or take another shuttle?
Just beam over. Can't spare the shuttle.
Okay.
So I'll go to the armory first to get equipped with my phaser
Oh my
and
God. Okay. I'm gonna need the threat for that. I think that's 2 threat.
okay.
Did you say rifle or just the phaser?
I'm just getting my phaser since I just came back from the.
Just the phaser, so no anything.
Yeah,
with-
but it's like I thought it was 2 momentum and a threat if it was the phaser rifle.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's just taking a phaser, not a phaser rifle. Just
So
a
then,
TV remote.
Mhm. So in that case, I guess you guys will use the final
All
cruise
right,
support.
and then I will step onto the transporter pad, fully equipped.
I assume you're going to
and,
use BIS for the third and final crew support. I presume. Oh, did I cut out again?
Yes, you
You
did.
did.
Okay, I assume you're going to use BIS for your final crew support of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else coming with you, Jueza? Any of the other senior staff?
The captain just told me to go, so.
Okay.
Can he bring a nondescript security team with him?
Yeah, sure,
So we
he has
don't
that
spend any
advantage.
crew activation.
Okay. So roll control engineering. It would normally be difficulty 3. Your sensors bring it back down to 2. Because you're going from not a pad. You're going from a pad to not a pad.
Who's rolling that?
That would be BIS. He's rolling control engineering assisted by the ship's sensors engineering, difficulty 2.
Does somebody have BIS, or should I pull him up here?
I've got this. All right. Control engineering difficulty 2.
And does
I'll
the
give him.
ship
We'll give
assist?
him. We'll give him 3 momentum, so he does not.
And he also has a focus.
He will not fail. There he is. He succeeded with
The
much
mad
gusto.
lad. And the ship?
And the ship. What did you say the ship was?
Sensors engineering.
Coming up.
And with the sensors, does that lower the difficulty?
I took that into account.
Okay.
Oh god.
God.
So we're capped.
Yeah.
Yeah. In short, yes, we are.
Do you have any floating?
Yes, we do.
Of course you do.
Let's maybe create an advantage since we have enough to do that.
Make
Next time we're using the transporter, we're gonna have a lower difficulty for an
Yep.
advantage.
Yep, that's fine by me. All right. So, Jueza, you beam onto the catwalk inside of this vessel. Omari is standing right there. Sir.
Report.
Well, it's exactly as you see it down there, and he motions over the what looks like sort of a guardrail that's sort of bent off to the side. You can't see down there yet because you're not looking over the guardrail.
I'll move over to look over the guardrail.
Hey, didn't you just kill that thing?
What?
The giant beast down there that Amari described? Yeah, that's the thing you just killed on the holodeck.
Huh. I didn't know they were that common. They must be from Earth. They wasn't a program.
You know this thing?
Yes. It was in a historic recreation on the holodeck that we just played.
Are you Are you sure? And he looks down, he looks back at you.
This is the captain's brother we're talking about. I am sure this is historically accurate.
That's a vampire.
He just nods.
I believe
and
it's called a vampire beast.
He just nods and he rubs he rubs the ridges on his nose.
That's weird.
Humans, it's a wonder they survived in their primitive times with such creatures, but it's really a credit to them.
I suppose.
Now, how did a human creature get onto this vessel? That's the real question.
Don't ask me.
Are
I
there any
know-
more of them?
I know as much about human history as you do.
Oh
Well, I'm quickly becoming an expert, thanks to the captain.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is so bad. So,
And let me have you scanned the ship to see if there's any other life forms on board?
yes, I haven't found any others. I think this might, from what I can tell, this is sort of my area of expertise. And he points to the control terminal. I think this is a one-man craft.
Interesting. Perhaps it uses what the humans call horsepower.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that payoff was perfect. Oh God. Horsepower, sir?
Yes, a crude form of propulsion the humans used before warp drive and impulse engines.
This thing definitely travels by warp, sir. But it looks like there might have been some damage to the engines. Not enough to cause a breach, but certainly to cause a near failure of many other power systems on this ship.
I see. Can they be salvaged?
Possible, but that'd be a matter for the Starfleet Corps of Engineers to handle.
For a one-man pod?
Well, you get into all sorts of issues with, given that we don't know who owns this. This, it could be from a alien race that, let's just say, would be very mad if we took it from them.
Well, clearly they're visiting Earth since they have their species on board.
Maybe.
I think Starfleet has invested interest.
Well, that's why you're the chief of security, sir.
That's right.
Any further orders, sir?
Is there any other rooms besides this, or is this the entire ship?
There's a corridor that goes back into what I believe is a miniature warp core, sort of similar to this, slightly larger than something we'd have on a shuttle, similar to that of a Danube class runabout. But it's just an access corridor that leads to there and the airlock.
Would you classify this technology as inferior, the same, or superior to our technology?
If I had to hazard a guess, I'd say same. Little before in some ways, a little beyond in others.
I see. Very good. And I will tap my little communicator.
Okay.
Kiji to Hadfield.
Go ahead, Chief.
Sir, This appears to be a one-man alien vessel. However, we have reason to believe that they have visited Earth.
That is certainly in Starfleet's interests.
Yes, they seem to have collected some of your local animals.
Such as?
They have the vampire creature, sir.
Oh, that is not an animal. Wait, what do you mean actual vampire?
The animal that we saw in your historical recreation of Earth, sir.
The vampire.
Yes. The one that I was successfully able to slay in our adventure. It was quite challenging, sir, but a real credit to humans that you survived against these fierce creatures in your early days.
I'm going to cut the connection. Commander Varrock, he's all yours. I'm going to bed.
Very well. Well, Chief, if it is indeed a Earth creature, perhaps we should bring it aboard. The doctor might be able to tell us more about it. Maybe, maybe I can figure out more about what went on there.
Indeed. I imagine that the doctor should have a detailed profile of this, being that it's from Earth.
Exactly.
Oh my
And
god.
then we'll simply leave a buoy for and inform the Starfleet Corps of Engineers to come pick up the ship later.
Of course.
So yes, let's bring those aboard.
Yep, and we'll fly I believe he took a shuttle over, didn't he?
Yes.
Yep.
So we'll fly back on the shuttle, and we'll see you back on board with the creature.
Very good.
Okay. So at some point would you guys go down to the med bay to see this thing?
Yep, we gotta see the vampire.
Oh god.
I'm not. I'm going to bed, and I'm actually going to bed. So you will brief me on what happened later.
Okay, have a good one, Captain.
Bye bye.
Oh god. And
For the record, Kiji is 100% serious. He
I know. I'm
So,
aware.
Literally all of us. The captain, the one who would know, has left.
I was like, I'm trying so hard. I can't do anything for stupid. There we go.
So who's working the med bay right now?
Probably Doc Maselli. She probably has her own things under her care, but there's probably a xenobiologist working this.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll fly the shuttle back. We'll drag the creature on board.
They probably transport it over.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
we'll just
easier to
transport those over.
Which
Yeah.
I won't even have you roll for. It happens.
Cool.
Because we're almost to the end, I think.
So yeah.
So
yeah, Kiji will just be like, sick bay, we're sending over a one of Earth species of some sort for further diagnostic of what killed it and profile, if possible.
Yep. So eventually, a little while later, you guys go down to sick bay to see the progress of it, and Doc Maselli is busy with something else. But
our nurse practitioner happens to have xenobiology.
Does she? Does Rothrak have that focus?
Yep, she has xenobiology focus.
That works. She's working at the table, but she says, "Ah, there you two are. I- did I misread this report? You said that this was an Earth creature?"
Yes, sir. We encountered it actually just recently in a holodeck recreation of early Earth civilization.
I don't know what type of historical recreation you were looking at. This is not an Earth creature. I've never seen anything like this before in any of my studies. This isn't from Earth, this isn't from Vulcan. Heck, I don't think this is from any Federation world.
Sir, I hate to contradict you, but it is called a vampire creature.
Vampire? As
Yes.
in one of those old Earth legends, the pale skin, the pointy teeth,
Well, it
the
does seem to have very pointy teeth, sir.
Would she know what a vampire is?
I'm gonna say yes.
Uh,
I am bringing this nonsense to an end.
And Kiji will point to the teeth. See? Very pointy.
No. Vampires, they walk on two legs. They turn into bats. The Earth bats. There's a reason they're called vampire bats, you know?
Bat, huh?
You know, the little flying things with the wings, and she goes over to a terminal and she pulls up a picture of a bat.
Ah, we have something similar to that on Bajor, yes.
But no, nothing like this.
That is extraordinary that can turn into a bat.
It can't.
Oh.
This isn't a vampire.
But the person in the recreation said it was.
What recreation is this?
It's one of the captain's brothers' creations of, like I said, early Earth. And the troubles that their civilization went through.
She just blanks at you, like unimaginably confused.
Yes, Earthlings do seem to have very curious forms of entertainment.
Uh-huh.
Well, the holodeck did glitch, so I suppose it is possible that it is not part of the original recreation.
I suppose. I mean, guess if you took a look at the program, maybe?
Obviously, it came from somewhere in our programming, because it was on our holodeck.
Well, I can certainly tell you that this is no Earth creature. Its genetic code is nothing like anything remotely from Earth, much
And you've
less
run it
a
through the
documented
entire...
species.
You ran it through Starfleet's medical database.
Oh, of course. Standard procedure.
Curious. Out of curiosity, what killed it?
From closest I've been able to tell, a large energy wave passed through it and completely fried its neurons.
And I'll tap my little communicator again. Kiji to bridge.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I guess Volok's not down.
The sensors pick up any kind of energy patterns or something that could potentially be lethal to biotic life forms, particularly large ones.
Rugon, did such a thing occur?
did such a thing.
I mean, there was a giant energy wave when that is
Oh,
what
that is
knocked out.
true.
Huh? That,
Indeed, yes. We were in fact hit by that thing there.
Ah. Well, Chief, apparently we were hit by a similar energy wave.
Yeah, I guess it's lucky that we didn't meet the same fate as this fella here.
So that's what happened to
Indeed.
the creature.
Terran vampires seem not to be trifled with.
Should we perhaps scan ahead, make sure that there are no more energy waves inbound? Perhaps it's a natural phenomenon in this sector.
Indeed,
Yes.
it would be best to figure out the source of it.
Indeed. Let's see what we can find, Rugon.
what are you looking for?
More energy waves. We don't want to hit any.
Okay. If you would give me a
Or
insight
failing
science,
that, the source of it.
insight science assisted by sensors science. Difficulty
Yeah.
of 4, brought down by 1 by the ship sensors to difficulty 3.
Could you
Yeah.
kindly roll for me?
Plenty of momentum.
Uh,
Let's just give you 3 momentums for 2 extra dice.
okay, I'll roll for Rugon. Let me see if he's got any focuses that help.
Focus and sensor operations.
Yes, sensor operations, fine. Insight, science. Yeah, that works. Oof. Well, that's the 3 successes you needed. Let's see if the ship helps.
Because right now we got plenty of momentum to burn the complication.
Yeah. So now we just need to see what the ship rolls. Vlok, would you roll it? Thank you. You gain a momentum, but you have a complication on the board.
So
Yeah,
use
Roll
this
that
plus
because
one.
I can re-roll.
Oh, you can.
Oh, he can
can't you?
re-roll
okay.
it.
Yes, I can.
Nice, because you're doing a sensors thing.
That is hands down my favourite little thing. If I'm doing anything assisted by the ship's computers, I can re-roll any
Oh
die.
my
I love
god,
that.
and you rolled a
Oh
1.
my god. Nice.
So you generate 3 momentum.
So we're right back up to full.
Yep. Rugon, it would appear that this energy wave originated from within the vessel that you were dealing with. It looks like there was a large buildup of a large energy buildup in the ship's computer core, which exploded.
Interesting. Interesting. It appears they done goofed, Commander.
Done goofed.
Indeed. It appears that the detonation came. Indeed, it appears that the detonation came from the computer systems on the.
I see. Well, at least we don't have to worry about any others. When we send a message to the Starfleet's Corps of Engineers, we'll include such information. We don't want them to set off another such event.
Indeed.
Very well. Let's send out a buoy, and I suppose if all else is taken care of, perhaps send a message about these creatures as well. See if we can find out their connection.
Mm. So, is there anything else that you all want to do before you depart for before you continue on for Andon's Landing?
It's like, does anyone happen to tell us that we're not dealing with vampires?
I don't know what to tell you guys. I,
That should definitely go into the report. That,
As soon as we know that, I can research how the hell our holodecks did that.
we encountered a vampire.
so, do you want to look into the holodeck, Valak?
I'm going to assume the nurse practitioner tells me different than Joesa.
Did you talk to the nurse?
No. As far as I know, I have no reason to.
See, I can't do anything about the fact that Jueza is being dense. Well, one way or another, though,
So
Valak,
yeah,
you guys did get trapped in the holodeck.
this is true.
That is true.
So
On its
and we're
own, that's
doing.
a problem.
Yep, we were doing repairs. So if all else is fine, I'll leave the bridge to Ragan and go assist with the repairs.
Okay.
Oh, Commander, when you're doing your repairs, you might want to check the registry system, as it's possible that this vampire creature came from something else, as apparently it's not from Earth.
What?
Yes, the nurse apparently says that this creature is not native to Earth.
Well,
So perhaps it got mixed up from some other program and just got jostled in.
I see. I'll have to check the programming as well then. Who is in our holodeck?
So you go into the holodeck. So you walk in and you see a ops officer working on he has a panel off the wall and he's currently on his back in it. And he looks up and says, "Oh, Commander."
Yes. Here to assist finding out what the glitch was.
Yes. Sorry. You recognize him. This man's in your department after all. Small department. This is Ishikura Yakumo, holographics expert.
Very good. What do you have so far?
Well, I've managed to do a hard restart of the holodeck systems. I'm gonna have to do some diagnostics to see to it that I'm gonna have to do some hard diagnostics to see to it that all of the issues are in order. But I do have the diagnostic logs backed up on that wall terminal over there, and he points to that wall terminal in case you wanted to take a look, maybe figure out what went wrong in the first place. My primary concern is getting this place back up and running.
You work on that. I'll take a look.
Thank you, sir. Okay,
right,
go over. Give me. This will be a small gated task. Give me an insight. Because what are you specifically looking into? Are you looking into what caused the issue, or are you just looking to understand things about the program itself?
What caused the issue with the program?
Okay.
Because Kiji said stuff might have got mixed up.
Insight engineering, difficulty of 3, assisted by the ship's computers engineering, and I will spend my last threat to increase the complication range to 2.
Would my computers focus help?
Yes, it would.
I'm going to spend a momentum. Screw it. Spend 3 momentum.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I get to know everything I want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be the. Alright, I guess I just have to give you all the answers to the session now. 8 successes. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, good news. So I'll basically use this opportunity to. Uh, I'll essentially write out the answer to you.
Okay.
Uh, 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 there you go. That ought to illuminate some things.
Okay.
Does that answer things?
Yep. The energy wave basically imprinted stuff into our holodeck. Well.
So basically, the exact thing that I said happened the moment that it actually happened.
Yep.
Marvelous.
So yeah.
It's almost like Rugan knows the kinds of plots that I like to write.
So yeah, we have our answer. I've left a buoy, and the ship's being repaired.
Yep. In less than a day, you are all able to get underway back towards Andon's Landing. You had to send out a report to Starfleet Command. They said that they'll make sure Andon's Landing knows of your delay.
Very good.
They still have a lot of. They still have as they explained to you. There's still a lot going on at Andon's Landing currently. They're currently trying to uh, uh, reestablish themselves from the occupation that occurred there. Some details are being made available to you, Valak. However, as part of the command staff, part of the command chain.
Mm-hmm.
Andon's Landing was taken over by Andon Station was taken over by a essentially a rogue Starfleet. I think it was an admiral.
Ah,
Actually, I'm sorry. I think it might have been a captain. It was a captain who basically came in, claimed that he had authority, and because of a communications blackout, was able to assume command of Andon's Landing, but in actuality, he had already been dishonorably discharged and had no such claim,
okay.
but was able to command control for a while until just recently control was wrested back from him. The exact details, however, are are currently need to know.
Very good. I will keep them need to know.
Yeah, but it is noted that Andon's Landing has been returned to Federation control.
So we're arriving to help with cleanup.
Yeah, and to stick around and do some exploring in the region. So it's not just that you'll be helping them; they'll also be uh, in the background providing additional support in your explorations as well.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Uh,
All right, folks. Time to get back on the old space trail.
Yep. As you all take your place at your respective chairs and stations, you get the all clear that repairs are finished, and the Hadfield slips back into warp, making its way towards Andon's Landing. And that is where we will end Sleepy Hollow.
That was a fun